and they have to do everything in their power to neutralize us. You know, they don't practice white supremacy. You know, they practice colonialism. And there are some. White supremacy has affected the whole world. And on a larger scale, white people that practice white supremacy in this country don't go to Africa and say, "Look, take that picture down of that African king and put a picture up of George Washington, or put a picture up of Santa Claus, or put a picture up of Hulk Hogan, or put a picture up of Spider-Man, or put a picture up of Superman, or put a picture up of the Joker." You know, they don't tell you that, which are all images that are used to foster, you know, the mentality of white supremacy. Mm-hmm. That, you know, that there's a supreme being, you know, and the supreme being is represented in every aspect of the society. Yeah. So we understand that. But we, so-called Negroes in this country, we deal with it every day because we are the only ones that have a legitimate right with this country. Mm-hmm. You know, our foreparents have been involved over here, and we've been stripped of our language, our culture, our freedom, you know, our mores, our folkways, you know what I'm saying, everything. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Michael said we were bamboozled, we was hoodwinked, you know what I'm saying, we were blindfolded. You know, other leaders said, you know, if you're black, get back. If you're white, you're right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're yellow, you mellow. I mean, these are the things that we go through on the daily because if we don't go through them and we allow to gain power, they know that history has proven that the oppressed, once they came to power, eventually turned on the people that oppressed them.
Well, you could say that Willie Lynch syndrome is definitely strong and still thriving today. That's still thriving through our own race. He's lighter. She's darker. You know, they're older. It's like basically the living, breathing crabs in a barrel manifest to keep our people, you know, on this divided outlook instead of a unifying like we should. But you see, things is happening within the world now that we can do nothing but unify. If we stay divided, we fall.
We are unified. All black folks are unified. We just unified as ignorant.
Yeah.
We all agree to be ignorant.
Yeah.
We are the most unified people that I know.
Yeah.
We're unified to be consumers. We're unified to be victims. You know, we're unified to not go to school. We all unified to skip school together. We all unified to promote music that do nothing but denigrate and to, you know, lower the standards of our people.
Yep.
Yeah, we unified. But we're unified in the wrong thing.
Yeah.
There's no more unity than in the black community. You know, the unity is a negative unity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if we collectively and positively unified, which, you know, the powers that be don't want that to be. If we ever do that, then, you know, we'll be a serious problem. Because the way we unify, when we say, hey, we wear Robin jeans, everybody wear it. Hey, we gonna drink some good stuff. Hey, I'm gonna sip some syrup. Hey, I'm gonna take some Xanax. We all unify in those things. And the things that are evil. You know what I'm saying? When there's the least appearance of evil, expect the greatest amount of danger. Whosoever does you good can also do you harm. We know all things but our own ignorance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we need to unify from a collective perspective and something that is positive. We need to unify around humanity, around human rights. You know, those are the things we need to unify. We need to all unify collectively surrounding human rights and watch how far we go as a people. Just like we said, hey, we're going to wear Robin jeans and say, yeah, we all going to fight for our human rights and see what happens. So don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? This thing about black folks can't don't have no unity, that's a lie. We all agree to be ignorant. We all agree to, you know, be consumers.
Yeah.
It's a lie. We are the most unified people. White folks ain't even unified in their dress. You got white folks that wear overalls. You got white folks that wear a mining suit. You got white folks that wear jeans, Wranglers. You got white folks that wear Levi's. We're the only people that unify and say, okay, we wearing this style today. We're going to be down with that. We're going to do this. We're going to be down with that. Okay, we're going to stop listening to the OJs. We're going to stop listening to the Temptations. We're going to start listening to Lil Wayne. We're going to start listening to, you know, rap. Okay, cool. We're down with that. We're going to listen to Drake. Cool. We're down with that. So we know how to unify. We just don't know how to unify in a positive way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to come together on the right thing. And we don't question people who bring us together on negative things. When somebody comes into your community, you know, Sony Records and Universal Records and say, look, I got $100 million for you to be a gang member, for you to put tattoos on your face, and you know that these things are destructive to the imagery of our people, then that's when we need to come together and like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I mean? No way. Baby, Snoop, we're going to give y'all $100 million not to do it. You know, I remember, watching a movie one time, and this guy put a hit on this other guy.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I just put $10 million on your head. And the other guy said, well, I'm going to give you $13 million to go kill the guy that put the $10 million on my head. Now, those are hypothetical figures. I'm just trying to make an example. And the guy, he took the $12 million because the $12 million superseded the $10 million. Mm-hmm. So when people come to us and they offer our talented people, our Michael Jacksons and our Little Waynes and our Babies and our Drakes and our 50 Cent money to promote certain behavior in our community, we got to say, look, we're going to give you more money to not to promote it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? We can do it. People don't realize the problem is not white folks, it's us not coming together on an economic level. Why can't we go and put the money in the bank, and then after we put the money in the bank, we lend it to the people that are qualified, to get the loans? It's simple.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's easy to get control of this thing. We're just not looking at it from the right perspective. We want to have eloquent words. We want to be articulate. We want to be orators. We want to sound good. We want to be the best speakers. We want to be in front of the camera. When this is all a collective thing that the people can do, that we can resolve this issue overnight. That's what's wrong with us. We're getting caught up in this gobbledygook, and we're getting caught up in these minuscule topics of the day, these flavor of the day topics, and we allow that to be our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? When we got to, begin to look at the real issues, we can't allow them to change the narrative and get us on some BS. Mm-hmm. We got to stay on what's really going on. Right now, we got police officers that's overstepping their powers. We got leaders in this country that don't know how to lead.
Yeah.
We got leaders in this country that are leading from behind and are the puppet strings of people, who control the system. Because we know that no conscious man who went to Yale, or went to Harvard, or went to Princeton, or went to any of the prestigious universities of this country should not know what's going on. You know what I mean? Your education automatically
frees you from that type of ignorance.
Yeah, it will depict to you what's really popping. And you got people like me, man. I ain't got no letters, man. I ain't got no degree. I've been to college here, but I don't like college, and I'll tell you why some other day. But I've been through their school system and so on and so forth, and I can speak just as clearly and just as simplistic as I want to, if people know that the things that I'm saying are true. People know that what I'm saying has validity.
Yeah.
They know it holds weight.
Yeah.
Whereas, you got some of these guys, who, say, well, racism is still exists, but it's not as bad. Or racism is this, but it's not that. Or racism is this, but we're going to get along. We're going to make it, it's going to get better. It ain't going to get better. It's not going to get better. The only way it's going to get better if you get better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And dealing with it. You see what I'm saying?
I was gonna say our buying power is too strong not to, think in these type of ways and forms. I mean, that's where it comes in good with the youth. The youth needs to know this type of stuff. A lot of elder people that's up in age, they're kind of set in their ways. But the ones that's coming, discovering the ways of the world, this is what they need. This is the information that they need to, grow on. Not all these old parents.
This information is not going to come from somebody who's been trained to go through the hoop.
No.
See, the people that's in Harvard and Yale, they being trained to jump through the hoop. And the more they jump through the hoop, the more they can define their count. I know you've seen those bugs on CNN, and they are so intelligent. But they sound like the other people. You know what I'm saying? That's on there. You know what I mean? They sound like the system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They sound like the people that work for the system. Now, I be saying brothers get on Fox and be like, black folks need to do this, and black folks need to do this, and if a black person try hard, he can make it. You know what I'm saying? If a black person, apply himself and he get in his books, he can make it. Okay, yeah. But you don't question the variables that are concerned. Like if you study sociology tell you that there are variables and everything. That same black boy that you said if he study hard, he can make it. You also got to say if he can make it a whole bunch of things that, people try to throw in people's face to try to, marginalize or make it look, like it ain't nothing. But in reality, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit is out of order, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's out of order, man. And, the educated people they can't make it happen, man. The educated people can't make it happen, man, because they are too privileged. And like the brother Umar Johnson was saying, you can't tell that man who has a $100,000 school loan, who has a $2,000 mortgage, or who's sending his son to college or whatever, to be more black or to be a black militant, because his family gonna trump and his survivor gonna trump any movement or any struggle that's out there. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be, the struggle will have to come from the grassroots, from the people that's actually suffering. Jesse Jackson, may God bless his soul. What's the dude's name? Al Sharpton.
Yeah.
All these other leaders, may God bless his soul. They are not going to be the ones that save the African American or marginalized community.
No.
It's going to be the dudes that's out there in the field that feel the pressure, who probably been harassed by the police, who have some type of passion. The good thing about Martin Luther King and his movement was Martin Luther King been to jail over 40 times. Martin Luther King was able to look racism in his face and deal with it. That's why he was able to be so passionate about, ameliorating his conditions and the condition of those people of his time. And that's why he was able to get so much done, because he was actually out there in the group. Even though he was educated and he was a smart individual, he had to actually indoctrinate, or he had to induct himself in the movement to make it official, to make it to the point where, he can identify it with the struggle.
Yeah, we done covered a mouthful, as always. Educating and
yeah, man, we popped it, man.
Yeah, like you said, got people that ain't even saying that they're listening, but you could tell when they go and speak on certain other venues that our same information is coming out through them.
Yeah, they're keeping us, man. You know what I'm saying? They're keeping us. A lot of people is listening to us, man. A lot of, because see, that's where they're getting their game from. They're getting it from people like myself who's in the struggle. We got to speak the truth. You know what I'm saying? But this thing, God bless the internet, because the internet has equal the playing field and made it where, average people like myself and like yourself who got your own radio station, we ain't got to listen to the Breakfast Club. We ain't got to listen to Hot 97. We can listen, directly to you. You know what I'm saying? And we just get it directly from you. And that's the beautiful thing about the internet, where the playing field has been equal. And people like myself who may not have the letters, who may not have the cute skin on my wall, I can still affect the few people that I affect. And maybe one of those brothers who might be following one of them brothers might say, man, did you hear what that brother Ken was saying, man?
Yeah.
Ain't he a pimp? Yeah, well, he used to be. He writing books now. He got a couple books out now. Woo-woo. But, the brother speaks the truth.
Yeah.
Well, let me go listen to what that brother got to say. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we're going to get it mobilized. That's how we're going to get it out there. It's going to start from, one or two of us, who ain't afraid to, to die for something. You know what I mean? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And those are the ones who are more prone, to affecting, because a lot of people, man, they talk that fast, but you can't name one organization that came out of the 60s and the early 50s that wasn't affected by Malcolm X. All those organizations, Stu Dime, Violent Committee, SNCC, the Black Panther movement, they all was affected by Malcolm. Malcolm was a street dude that had been victim of police brutality and victim of the criminal justice system, so he knew how to speak, truth to power.
Yeah.
So, it's the brothers in the streets. It's the real brothers, they got the message.
Too cool for calm.